Hello friend, welcome to my channel where I share videos all about homesteading, homemaking, and from scratch cooking. Today I'll show you how I use what we have growing in the garden and turn it into a delicious meal. I have a ton of basil growing right now, so I'll be harvesting some of that. It is now toward the end of August, and it seems like we are finally getting a lot of cucumbers. This year, our cucumber plants were sown late, so we haven't been able to enjoy them earlier on in the season. But now they are finally producing a lot, but somehow still not enough for us to ferment. This cucumber bed is not well maintained. There are a lot of weeds that we haven't gotten to, and it also seems like some kind of disease is spreading on our cucumber plants. But there's not much I can do about that. I will just continue to harvest until the plants are done. These yard-long green beans have been a lot of fun to grow and harvest. I love that they are so easy to see because they're so long. I also think they're easy to cook with because they're long and straight. However, because of the way my arch trellis is set up, there are many places I cannot reach, and I had to let many pods go to seed. I will save them for seed, but I may have to rethink our setup for next season if I plan to grow these green beans again. A few weeks ago, I posted a massive harvest video where we harvested so much onion. We got 31 massive onions and about a dozen smaller onions. We let our onions cure in the garage and have been using them for the past couple of weeks. We grew so much onion, but nowhere near what we consume in a year. We use between 2 to 3 large onions a day, so we would need to grow close to 1,000 onions, and that just isn't realistic for us. So in the meantime, we grow what we can. I am very pleased with our onion harvest. This is what I harvested from our garden today. Although we are growing butternut squash, we did not grow this one. Ours isn't quite ready to harvest yet. Our favorite way to eat butternut squash is roasted. After peeling and removing all the seeds, I like to chop the squash in cubes. One of the tricks to getting perfectly roasted butternut squash is to use a generous amount of oil or fat. Today we are using coconut oil because that's what we have available. We also love it with ghee, but as of now, not everybody in our family can have dairy. I will soon be rendering tallow and lard so we can have different cooking oils available. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those upcoming videos. These yard-long beans are so easy to wash and cut, and for that reason alone, I want to grow them again next year. If this is your first time watching, my name is Laura, and after being diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis over 10 years ago, my husband Glenn and I started making some drastic changes in our lives. We first changed the way we ate, then started removing toxic household items from our home. We slowly learned how to grow our own food, and this year we are finally raising chickens. We are a family of 4 living on a quarter-acre lot in a suburban neighborhood. And we are here to show you that homesteading can be done in small spaces. Today we will simply cook these green beans in a pot with some water. I will be making a fresh tomato and cucumber salad. I've made this salad several times this summer, and it's always a hit. For this salad, I like to peel the cucumbers and remove the seeds. If you like to leave the peel on and the seeds, that's fine too. This particular day, I decided to leave the seeds since they aren't very big. So I peeled and cubed the cucumber. Before I continue with the salad, I need to get these onions going. I'll be making caramelized onions. We love onions in general, and we have onions in every meal, but caramelized onions are just the best. I'll be cooking these onions in coconut oil and let them cook for a while. It is now time to get the butternut squash in the oven. I put it in at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and it will cook for about 30 to 45 minutes. Back to the salad. I will now get the cherry tomatoes ready. All I do is slice the tomatoes in half, and they will roughly come out to be the same size as the cucumber pieces. We have such an abundance of cherry tomatoes. For the most part, my family just eats them as they are. They make a quick and easy side dish for any meal. I've also made this salad several times. It's a great way to use up the cucumber as well. I've even fermented some cherry tomatoes. It's a great way to add more probiotics into our diet and a great way to preserve them. We have over 25 cherry tomato plants, and to be honest with you, it wouldn't hurt to grow even more next year. Organic cherry tomatoes are so expensive at the store, so we will not be buying them. But we have certainly been enjoying this abundance the last few months. Next, I'll chop basil leaves as small as I can. I have been using basil in soups, tomato sauce, and I put away some in the freezer to use in the winter months when I can no longer harvest it from the garden. As the temperature cools, I'll be using basil in tea as well, but I need to figure out other ways to use it. I can't make pesto because right now we aren't able to eat nuts or cheese. But I might experiment with nut-free, dairy-free pesto recipes. Do you have an abundance of basil growing? What other ways do you use or preserve your basil harvest? Let me know in the comments. I'll be making a salad dressing. I add about 4 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I have a jar of garlic cloves that I fermented a few months ago and that I like to use for dressings and salads and in any other way we choose to eat raw garlic. I think fermented garlic tastes even better. And because it's fermented, we don't want to cook it because it will destroy some of the beneficial bacteria. Today, I'm using 2 garlic cloves. I add the minced garlic to the salad dressing, add salt and pepper, and it is ready to go on the salad. We love garlic. I don't think we can ever have too much garlic. I'll be mincing almost an entire head of garlic to season 2 pounds of ground beef. Our burger patties are amazing, and the garlic is what makes them taste so good. This is another item that doesn't come from our garden. Last year, when I wanted to plant garlic in the fall, I couldn't buy any because they were all sold out. This year, I won't let that happen, and I'll be planting garlic in October. I'm so excited about that. We easily use a head of garlic a day. So my goal for next season isn't to grow garlic for the entire year, but I certainly want enough to last at least a few months. This fall, I'll be fermenting more garlic since we're running low. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video. I know I could get a garlic press, and it might be convenient. But to be honest with you, I don't like using a garlic press, and as weird as it sounds, I find mincing garlic with a knife to be enjoyable and quite relaxing. Am I the only one who feels that way? It is time to form our burger patties. All I do is add salt and add the minced garlic. It doesn't need any other seasoning, and it's amazing that way. The key is to use a generous amount of salt. Because coconut oil is all we have available today, we used it to cook our burgers. It sounds like it might be a weird combination, but it's actually delicious. The slight coconut flavor of the oil does not make it taste weird. Everything is coming together now. The onions have been cooking for a while. They are nice and caramelized. The squash is ready to come out of the oven, and we are getting ready to serve. We added guacamole to this meal, and obviously, because I live in Michigan, the avocado did not come from our garden. Guacamole is one of those things we have every dinner. It doesn't matter what we're eating, we will still have guacamole on the side. Even when we have stew or roast, guacamole is a welcome guest at our table. This is what we're having for dinner. Most of what you see on this plate comes from our garden. I love being able to go to our backyard and harvest our dinner. Thank you for joining me in the garden and in the kitchen today.